Most traders believe this lie. If I trade like the pros, I'll get the same results. Same indicators, same sessions, same setups. And yet, they still lose. Not because professional traders are hiding secrets, but because beginners copy what pros do without understanding how pros think. This is one of the most misunderstood truths in trading. Because copying looks logical, it feels efficient, it feels smart. But the market doesn't reward imitation, it rewards adaptation. Most traders don't lose because their strategy is bad. They lose because they borrow decisions that were never designed for their mindset. Professionals don't trade better strategies. They operate under different psychological rules. And until you understand that difference, copying will always fail. Beginners copy entries. Professionals manage exposure. Beginners want precision. Professionals want survival. Beginners ask, is this a good setup? Professionals ask, what happens if this fails? That difference alone explains why two traders can take the same trade and walk away with completely different outcomes. The market doesn't punish ignorance, it punishes emotional imitation. Because when pressure hits, when price moves against you, when losses stack, your nervous system takes over. And if your psychology isn't trained for uncertainty, your execution collapses. That's why beginners copy pros without understanding mindset creates frustration instead of progress. Beginner traders want certainty. They want confirmation, reassurance, validation. They add indicators not to improve accuracy, but to reduce anxiety. Every extra tool becomes emotional protection. But the market doesn't offer certainty, it offers probability. And probability is uncomfortable. That's why beginners overanalyze. They aren't trading the market, they're trading fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of missing out, fear of regret. This is why beginner traders chase perfect entries. They believe precision equals control. But control doesn't come from precision, it comes from acceptance. Professional traders accept uncertainty before they place the trade. They don't need to be right, they need to be consistent. They understand something most traders never learn. You don't control outcomes, you control execution. Professionals don't ask, how much can I make? They ask, how much can I lose and remain stable? Risk management is not a technique, it's a mindset. It's the psychological foundation that allows calm decision-making when things go wrong. And things will go wrong. That's not pessimism, that's realism. Professional traders don't eliminate emotion, they regulate it. They expect discomfort, they expect drawdowns, they expect periods of boredom and frustration. And because they expect these states, they don't react to them. Beginners feel discomfort and try to escape it. Professionals feel discomfort and slow down. Same emotion, different response. Professionals don't need constant stimulation. They don't overtrade. They don't chase action. They wait. And waiting is one of the hardest skills to master, because waiting forces you to sit with uncertainty, and uncertainty exposes identity. This is where most traders quit, not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack tolerance for boredom. Growth feels slow. Consistency feels unrewarding. That's why it works. Most traders want excitement. Professionals want longevity. Most traders never make the transition from beginner to professional, not because they can't learn, but because they won't let go of ego. Ego wants certainty. Ego wants validation. Ego wants to feel smart. Professionals kill ego. They trade systems, not feelings. They measure success by execution, not outcome. A losing trade executed properly is still a win. A winning trade taken emotionally is still a failure. That shift alone changes everything. Professionals don't chase confidence, they build trust through repetition. And repetition is boring, but boredom builds discipline. Discipline builds consistency. Consistency builds longevity, and longevity builds profitability. Most traders copy strategies, few copy restraint. Most copy entries, few copy patience. Most copy indicators, few copy risk control. You don't become a professional by copying trades. You become one by copying behavior, by copying emotional regulation, by copying restraint, by copying discipline under pressure. That's the mindset shift most traders never make, and that's why most never last. If this video changed how you think about trading, pause, reflect, and observe your behavior before your next trade. Because awareness comes before control, and control comes before consistency. This channel isn't about shortcuts. It's about building traders who survive long enough to succeed. Take your time, trade with discipline, and respect the process. If this changed how you see trading, take time to reflect before your next trade. This channel is about building traders who last. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for valuable lessons.